Good afternoon, I'm Donia El-Haddad, and you are watching MediaPlex Live at 1. Windsor is an area where the waterways affect everything. Max DiLiberato reports.
What are water conditions like? There are problems, according to John Hardig from the Great Lakes Institute for Environmental Research.
And we have a number of problems. We here, the State of the Strait Conference, have been compiling long-term data on over 50 indicators of ecosystem health. Some of those indicators show dramatic improvement, like peregrine falcons and bald eagles and osprey.
This year's State of the Strait Conference addressed climate change, water conditions, and the state of the wetlands. The goal for the conference is to come together with Canada's American counterparts and find a solution to these problems we face.
Education is a key component of solving these problems. Many of them require all of us to do our part.
A Texas girl is looking for a forever home in Windsor. Kanal Patel has a story.
1-year-old pooch Phoebe hails from Texas and has been in Windsor for about 5 months now. She's looking to permanently settle down with a family in Windsor. But how did she end up here?
A lot of our dogs are rescued from the southern United States, where there's a lot of high kill shelters, and often they're found just roaming the street, trying to feed themselves, and brought into a shelter, and the shelter contacts us and says, I think this dog is appropriate for adopting to a family, and so we get them their vetting and bring them to Canada. And
many foster parents are involved in the rescue mission, and Phoebe's foster parents says other prospective adopters do not need to worry about anything, as
they're vetted, they're fixed, they have microchips, they are up to date with shots, they have their preventative constantly, go to the vet whenever they need it, and yep, hopefully she'll find it soon. I hope so, because she needs to be loved.
If you plan on bringing a pet home on Christmas, this will be one of your last chances to adopt, as the Animal Rescue is closing their adoption for Christmas on December 8th. If you would like to adopt Phoebe or any other animal, log on to www.scarrescue.org. For MediaPlex News, I'm Kanal Patel.
It's cold outside, and I went out to see what the downtown mission is doing to help those most affected. This year, winter came early, but that didn't stop Reverend Ron Dunn and community activist Greg LeMay from hosting their 3rd annual Bench Talk and 24-hour Sleep Out. Lisa Gretzky says it's important to bring attention to the harsh realities faced by our homeless community.
Sometimes you can't judge just by looking at someone whether or not they're homeless or not, if they're out sleeping rough. But there has been an increase in homelessness. The cost of living has gone up, the cost of rent has gone up, the cost of food has gone up. When you look at government programs like social assistance, it's been stagnant, or has, in some cases, if you look at the cost of living going up and rent going up, it's actually decreased, making it harder for people to get by. Minimum wage is not kept up with what it should be. It should be a living wage, not just minimum wage.
The overnight sanctuary opens its doors between 9 p.m. and 2 a.m. Currently, the mission has 103 beds with approximately 20 mats for overflow, but they also have acquired the Windsor Library to expand services.
Or the catalyst behind that purchase was to be able to expand services to try and meet the need a little bit better. So we've sold our property on Victoria, so everything will move over to the new site on Olette. But the really kind of the main piece of the main reason was housing. We believe that everybody has the right to, fundamental basic right to housing, adequate, affordable housing. And so we have, we're right now 34 units scheduled to go on the 2nd floor.
So it's almost been 24 hours, and how are you feeling?
Tired. I don't think anybody should have to do this. Presenting new challenges, extremely cold this time. Like I said, we'll see what we feel, after tomorrow as we wind down.
Well, thank you so much. And my name is Donia El-Haddad, reporting from MediaPlex News. Back to you at the studio. Turning to weather, tomorrow the skies will clear up with a high of 6. And Thursday, we can expect warm, up to 9 degrees with periods of rain. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Donia El-Haddad, and you've been watching MediaPlex Live at 1.